Jalacos. I don't even know how to say that, but it was recommended by a local, so we just went there. And I had a pina colada naturally. My taco was an al pastor with pineapple, but it didn't have any cilantro or salsa or anything like that, so it was kind of like mid, so I gave it like a 5 out of 10. You know, just nothing really that special wow to me, you know. The next taco I tried, it had a lot of onions in it, even though it's cilantro, but it had lots of raw onions, and I just absolutely couldn't do it. Guys, I do not like tacos, but if there's raw onion in my taco, no, I'm sorry, I cannot do it. So I had to spit it out. I know it's nasty, but like, I'm just being real over here. I had to cleanse my palate with some really delicious guacamole. The guacamole was really good. I could have had a little bit more zesty limes in there. I would have probably like put it to a 10, but it was about an 8. Then I tackled the tacos once more, but I picked all the onions out. You can see me picking out. We also put some sauces in there and some lime. You can see it dripping out. This was much better the second time round. This actually made it a lot more pleasant for me to eat. So I gave this one an 8 out of 10 because I was actually able to swallow it. The next stop, we decided to get some ice cream from this cute little place. It was a very tiny store on the main street, and it's called Licks. This was my son's. It was a frozen banana dipped in chocolate with sprinkles and Nutella, and it actually was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect it to be that good. It was like a 7 out of 10. This one was mine. It was the passion fruit popsicle. If it had just a little bit more punchy passion fruit, it would have been a 10, but it was like a 7.5. This one was my husband's, and I can't even believe I even took a bite of it, because at the moment I took a bite of it, I knew that there was peanuts in there. You can see me calculating. Hate peanuts. We decided to go and get some little chockies before dinner, and this was what I actually did a review just a few videos ago. I took us to some really strange location for dinner. This was the Happy Lobster, and they had like a mariachi band. How do you say that again? mariachi band. You got to pick out your own seafood that you'd wanted to eat for the night. So we did the lobster, shrimp, and king crab, pina colada, obviously, and there was a very good vibe here. The lobster was honestly like kind of disappointing because it was a bit dry, but anyways, I feel like the shrimp was the only thing that I really enjoyed, because the shrimp was tasty. It was like garlicky, buttery flavored, relatively nice, but the lobster was pretty salty, and it was over seasoned. If they had just pulled back on the seasoning a little bit, it would have been a lot better. But yeah, so the lobster was a bit of a flop. It was actually quite dry, and I just didn't understand why it was so dry. But anyways, and they also used the exact same seasoning on the lobster as the shrimp, and I thought that was kind of like lazy. This was actually one of the most expensive meals we had in Mexico. It turned out to being like, I think it was like $180 for everything, and it was okay. The vibes from the restaurant was a lot better than the actual food, I would say, just because of the mariachi band, and the restaurant like staff were very, very cool. Either way, we had